After 9 hours on the road with only one short bathroom break, I'd seen enough of the inside of my car to last me a long time. Not to mention driving alone was making me talk to myself, and I wasn't that funny. Getting out of my Hyundai, I flung the door shut and frowned. Disappointment rolled over me at the sound of the car door clicking shut. Not at all like the sound older cars made when their doors slammed. With my hands on my lower back, I stretched and scanned the grocery store parking lot. There were exactly 3 cars, and the building was much, much smaller than I remembered. That was how things were when remembered from the perspective of youth, though. Everything seemed larger during childhood, although it could have been a result of living for so long in a big city, where the buildings were gigantic compared to that of a small town. The last time I'd been in this particular small town was last year for my Aunt Winnie's funeral. Why had so many of the people I loved died on me in the last 5 years? First Clay, then my favorite aunt. 2 didn't seem like so much until the grief layered in. With a heavy soul, I'd made the trip on my own then, too. I'd hated traveling without my husband, but he was gone now. A lump formed in my throat. I swallowed it and took a deep breath. It had been 5 years since I lost the love of my life. Well, the first love of my life. The second had left me several weeks ago for a dorm, parties, and medical books. Thinking of the little devil, I pulled out my phone and sent my college-age son a text. Wally had insisted I message him the moment I arrived in Shipton Harbor. Nothing like having an overprotective son watching over me, even if he was watching from Harvard University. Me. I made it alive. I think, unless I died and my ghost drove the rest of the way. Wally, your ghost can text? That's impressive. Will you haunt Aunt Winnie's house for the rest of eternity? Me. That's the plan. Wally. Cool. I'll make sure to visit on holidays. If med school kills me, I'll be moving in. I laughed and replied, Oh, no way. You find your own house to haunt. Wally. LOL. Love you. Me. Love you too. I'll call you later. After locking the screen on my cell, I slipped it into my pocket and took another cleansing breath. The fresh scent of the ocean filled me. That was when I noticed the crisp, cool air that had wrapped around me like an old friend. I never used to like the cold, but for the last couple of years, I'd craved it. Hello, early hot flashes. With a sigh, I headed inside the store, wishing Clay were walking beside me. I grabbed the card while I organized my grocery list in my mind, just as we'd done once a week, every week, during our 20 years of marriage. Another ache formed in my chest, tightening it. I closed my eyes briefly and pushed the loneliness away. Clay would have killed me if he knew I was still grieving him this strongly.